Good morning, students. In previous lecture, we have covered Brownian motion. In Brownian motion, we have solved up to equation 8. We are in Brownian motion, or you can call it as Brownian moment also. In this topic, we have covered up to equation 8. Once again, I am going to write equation 8, which is given by half d alpha by dt is dt minus kt by m is equal to minus alpha beta by 2. This is equation 8. Up to here we have covered in the previous lecture. Today we will continue with this topic. Here we are going to integrate equation 8. Integrating equation 8. So here you will get alpha is equal to minus 2kt by m beta plus, we are considering a constant term c e power minus beta t. Now here c is nothing but a constant. So to fit the final condition, initial condition, consider observable d by dt x square is equal to d by dt observable x square, that is equal to 2kt by m beta. Now again we are going to integrate this equation, applying integration to the above equation. So here integration differentiation gets cancelled and the remaining term is x square observable is equal to 2kt by m beta into t. Now substituting the beta value, you know beta is equal to 6 pi eta r by m. So we are going to substitute this equation here. So it will get observable x square is equal to 2kt by m into, what is beta value? 6 pi eta r by m into t. Now we can write this equation as, this equation can be written as observable x square is equal to 2kt by m. Here 6 pi eta r by m, no, so we can write it as into m by 6 pi eta r into t. Here m gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 3s are, the remaining terms I am going to write. Observable x square is equal to, so what is remaining here? kt by 3 pi eta r into t. Consider this is equation number 10. Now many experimental studies which have conducted on Brownian motion have showed that plus or minus 1% of fluctuations occurs in the considered liquid. Due to that, even though the particle is small, it experiences the some pressure. So this is that means the thermal fluctuation, due to thermal fluctuation, less than plus or minus 1% of pressure definitely acts on even the particle is small. So this is about the Brownian motion. Next we are going to know about Ising model. Next concept is Ising model. Next we are going to know about Ising model. This model was set up by Ising. Okay, this model was set up by Ising. He used this model in order to know the behavior of particles or molecules which possess the magnetic moment. Okay, so Ising set up a model to know the behavior of substance whose molecules possesses or exhibits magnetic moments. Okay, in order to know the behavior of molecules in a substance, Ising set up a model. So, initially consider a substance. Okay, the substance, assume, consists of molecules. These molecules or particles arranged in the form of lattice. Okay, in the form of lattice. Now, assume the system consists of n number of molecules which are arranged in the form of lattice. These molecules possesses spin. The spin may be either up spin or down spin. Okay, each and every molecule in the substance possesses spin. The spin may be either up or down spin. Okay, up spin is denoted by this arrow mark and down spin is denoted by this. So, each and every molecule in a substance are arranged in a regular manner. Okay, and each molecule possesses the spin. For example, the first molecule is having the up spin and the second molecule is having the down spin. Third molecule up spin. Fourth molecule up spin. Fifth molecule down spin. Sixth molecule like that. Each and every molecule possessing the or exhibiting the spin either upside or downside. Now, let the number of molecules in the substance which possess the up spin is denoted by Na. Okay, let Na be the number of molecules in a substance which possesses or which exhibits upside spin, and the upside spin is denoted by SI is equal to +1. Okay, upside spin is denoted by SI is equal to +1. And similarly, lead. Here you are observing some of the molecules are exhibiting the downside spin also. So, let NB, N suffix B, be the number of molecules in a substance which exhibits downside spin, and the downside spin is denoted by Si is equal to -1. Okay, if the molecules are having upside spin, then its spin is denoted by Si is equal to +1. If the molecule is having the downside spin, then its spin is denoted by Si is equal to -1. And Na, here 4 parameters we have considered. What is the 4 parameters? Na, Nb, okay, Si is equal to +1 and Si is equal to -1. What does Na represent? Na represents number of molecules which are having upspin. Count. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 molecules. Na is equal to 4. Nb, number of molecules which are having downside spin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Nb is equal to 9. Na is equal to 4. And similarly, here the spin of first molecule is +1. The spin of second molecule is -1. Like that. Okay. Now this Ising, according to Ising, he thought that the particle. So far we have considered how to count the number of molecules which are having upspin and downspin, and how we can represent the upside spin, and how we can represent the particles which are having downspin. Now this model assumes that the interaction exists only between the neighboring atoms. Okay, so this model assumes the interaction exists with the neighboring atoms only. According to this model, the interaction exhibits the interaction exists between the neighboring particle. For example, what is the neighbor for this particle? Maybe this or this, like that. Okay. So according to this model, the interaction exists between neighboring molecules only, or neighboring molecules only. Now let capital N represents the number of molecules present in the considered substance. So N is equal to, we are having two types of molecules. Okay, Na and Nb. Okay, some of the molecules are exhibiting the upside spin, and some of the molecules are exhibiting the downside spin. So if you sum up these two types of molecules, then you will get the total number of molecules present in the substance. Consider this as equation number 1. Now the energy of the whole system is given by equation EI. I will tell how to calculate the energy also. Okay, the energy EI represents the energy of the whole system. Energy of the whole system. And it is given by EI is equal to minus summation I comma j epsilon ij si sj minus mu h summation I is equal to 1 to n into si, s suffix I ma, si. So the interaction energy or the energy of the whole system can be expressed as EI, that means energy of the Ising model system, is equal to Here epsilon represents the interaction energy. Epsilon represents the interaction energy. And we should calculate the interaction energy of the neighboring particles only. Interaction energy. Si represents the spin of the ith particle. Sj represents the spin of the jth particle. Okay. Minus. And here you are observing H. H represents the magnetic field. H represents the magnetic field. And here mu H is the interaction energy associated with external magnetic field. Interaction energy associated with mu H represents the interaction energy in the presence of magnetic field. So these are the parameters, and by this equation we are going to calculate the energy of considered substance. Now our question is how to calculate the interaction energy. According to this model, the interaction takes place between the neighboring molecules only. Now for example, so far we have expressed the equation which represents the total energy of the system. Now our aim is how to calculate the energy in the system or energy in a substance. Now according to this model, the interaction exists between neighboring particles only, and each and every molecule or each particle exhibits the spin. Okay. For example, first two molecules having the upspin. Now its energy will be added. Okay. Now we can add this energy. Now for example, third molecule is having upside spin and fourth molecule is having the downside spin. So here the spin of this is plus 1 and the spin of this molecule is minus 1. So here no energy is contributed by third molecule and fourth molecule, because one is having upside spin and another one is having downside spin. So both spins cancels each other and it won't lead to the energy contribution. Whereas for example, here assume here both this molecule and this molecule having the downside spin. So here also it adds up the energy, because here the spin is minus 1, here also minus 1. So minus 1 it becomes minus 2. So the energy will be added for the molecules which are having either upside spin or downside spin. Okay, so the energy will be, okay, the molecules which have upspin or downspin leads to the energy contribution. Okay, they will contribute energy to the system. Energy contribution. Whereas the molecules which possess one upside spin and another downside spin leads to 0. Okay, no energy added by the third molecule and fourth molecule, like that. Okay, either the molecules will have upspin or downspin, they will contribute to the energy of the system. Whereas the molecules which are having upspin, one downspin and one upspin, or one upspin and one downspin cancels each other, and such type of molecules does not give energy to the system. So this is the way how to calculate the energy in Ising model system. Now here we have observed the many parameters like epsilon, where epsilon represents the interaction energy of two adjacent A's or two adjacent B's. And mu H also we have observed. Okay, interaction energy in the presence of magnetic field. Interaction in here mu H represents the interaction energy associated with external magnetic field or magnetic field. Associated with magnetic field. And here EI also we have observed, that means energy of the Ising model. Okay, and SI is equal to +1. If you will get +1 means the molecule is having the upspin, and SJ you assume -1, that means the spin of jth molecule is having the downspin. So these are the parameters which we have used to describe the energy of the molecules present in the considered substance. So here we are going to consider the two cases. One is if interaction energy of two adjacent A's or B's greater than 0, then the neighboring spins tends to be parallel and ferromagnetism is possible. So by considering the interaction energy of two adjacent A's or B's, we are going to consider two cases. One is epsilon greater than 0 and epsilon less than 0. Now let us know clearly what will happen if epsilon greater than 0 and what will happen if epsilon less than 0. So we are having two cases. The first one is epsilon greater than 0 and the second case is epsilon less than 0. Here epsilon represents the first case is epsilon greater than 0. That means here what does epsilon represents? It represents the interaction energy of two adjacent A's or B atoms or B molecules. Okay, so here A in the sense the molecules which are having upspin. Okay, here B in the sense the molecules which are having downspin. For example, here as I have said that if both adjacent A's, here assume for example, so here it is represented with Na and this molecule is represented with Nb. Okay, here Na. Okay, assume if it is having upspin, you can consider it as Na only. So here epsilon represents the interaction energy of two adjacent A's. Okay, so here energy will be contributed. If you consider these two, okay, the energy cancels each other because one is having downspin and another one is having the upspin. So here if epsilon greater than 0, that means the interaction energy greater than 0, then the molecules tends to be parallel. Okay, that means all the molecules, the spins of all molecules tends to align parallel to each other. Then it leads to ferromagnetism. in ferromagnetic material, how the molecules will be aligned? The molecules are aligned in a single direction. Okay, the spins of all molecules aligned in a single direction. So here, if the interaction energy greater than 0, all the molecules will be present in parallel to each other, and hence leads to the ferromagnetism. The second case is epsilon less than 0. That means the interaction energy is less than 0. So in this case, the molecules, okay, the molecules tends to be anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means one is having up spin and another one is having down spin. Hence leads to the anti-ferromagnetism. Hence leads to the anti-ferromagnetism. Anti-ferromagnetism. This is about the Ising model. Once again I am going to repeat. Today we have covered about the Ising model. This model was designed by or given by Ising. The main aim of this model is to know the interaction energy exists between the neighboring molecules. In this model, we have considered a substance in which the molecules are arranged in the form of lattice. Okay, in the form of lattice. And we have considered parameters like Na and Nb. Here Na represents the count of molecules which are having upspin. Here Nb represents the count of molecules which are having downspin. And we have considered two more parameters, that is Si is equal to +1 and Si is equal to -1. Here Si represents the spin of Si represents the particle which is having upspin, okay, upward direction. Okay, -1 represents the downward direction, the spin of the molecule which are having whose direction is present in downward spin. Now our aim is to calculate the interaction energy of neighboring molecules. So here, if both the neighboring molecules are upside spin or downside spin, then the energy will be added. Energy will be added. If the molecules, okay, adjacent molecules, one is having upspin and another one is having downspin, then their energy becomes 0. So by considering their spins, we can add up the energies. So the total energy of the system is given by epsilon I is equal to some equation. Now here, depending upon the interaction energy exists between two adjacent A molecules and B molecules, we are having two cases. The first one is epsilon greater than 0 and second one is epsilon less than 0. Here, in case of epsilon greater than 0, in the sense what? The interaction energy is greater than 0. So in this situation, all the molecules in the substance tends to be parallel. Okay, tends to be parallel. Hence leads to ferromagnetism. Okay, you all know that the property of ferromagnetism is the spins of the molecules or atoms aligned in a single direction. So hence leads to the exhibition of ferromagnetic property. In the second case, that is epsilon less than 0. That means the interaction energy exists between two adjacent A's or B's is less than 0. In this situation, the molecules in the magnetic or in a substance tends to be anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means one atom is having upspin and another one is having downspin. So in this situation, what will happen? Their energy is added or becomes 0? Becomes 0. So hence leads to antiferromagnetism. Hence lead to antiferromagnetism. This is about the Ising model. Next, in the next session, in the next lecture, we are going to know about Braggs-Williams approximation. In Braggs-Williams approximation, we can consider the Ising model only. So depending upon the spins aligned in the system, we will consider their energy and we will proceed in the next session. Thank you.